All right, hey guys, welcome to another weekly show for Slamazon Bros. Today I am cruising solo because Andy is off on his cruise. But as you can see here, I wanted to join him in spirit, and I'm hoping that you can do your best to picture yourself here on the cruise ship with us. So today I wanted to go over some profitable products I have actually sold on Amazon in the past. These are products that I've acquired myself, sent into Amazon, and then sold for some pretty good money, as we'll see here. For those of you, first off, who haven't joined us yet, we strongly encourage you to check out slamazonbros.com and to join us in the Slamazon Bros Facebook group. We're chatting every day. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully you can join us. Hopefully we can answer some questions for you, help you get started on Amazon, or make some great connections if you're already selling. So if you're watching this on YouTube, we also really appreciate if you can give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, ask a question, and subscribe to us if you haven't yet. So today I'm going to be looking at some items that I have purchased in the past and sold on Amazon for some good profits, like I said. Why am I doing this, you might be asking? Well, a lot of people come to us and ask, what do we sell on Amazon? What types of things do we sell? Where do we get them? We sell a variety of products. We sell things that we purchase in retail stores, retail arbitrage, you might know it as. We sell things that we purchase online at big stores. We sell wholesale products, and we sell private label products that Andy and I both separately import from China and from other countries. So I just want to give you some examples today to show you that, one, this really does work, and two, just give you kind of a feel of some of the different possibilities of things that you can sell on Amazon, because some people I know just don't even really get a good idea of all the different things you can sell. So hopefully this will encourage you to get out there, find some products, make smart purchasing decisions, as we'll go over. And Andy and I both really hope that just you'll be encouraged by these videos each week. It'll help you to get motivated, get out there, and really do your best to improve your business or start your business. So today I'm going to be using Inventory Lab to look at my past products. That's the service or the tool that you're going to see being used here. Inventory Lab is a service that tracks your products for you, helps with accounting, shows you your profit and loss, and has a couple of different good, really useful functions. The link for Inventory Lab is in the video description below. You can also click right here, and it'll bring you to our resources page that goes over both Inventory Lab and other tools that we find that are helpful when you're starting off your Amazon business. You might want to check out those and see if Inventory Lab is right for you. It may or may not be, but it is a useful tool for those of us who need some accounting help. So I'm going to show some of my percentages, my ROIs, my profits on some of these items. If you haven't checked out Inventory Lab yet, you can, but I'll give you an example of what it can do here. We'll look at some items here. So let's get into it. Let's look at 10 items that I have sold on Amazon for some pretty good profits. And then we'll also look at a bonus 11th item, one of my private label items, and how it's been doing so far. So we'll get into that here now. All right, well, let's get into it then. Here is Inventory Lab. So for those of you who haven't used it, this is what Inventory Lab looks like, at least one of the tabs on it. There's multiple tabs. There's dashboard, research, list, inventory, accounting, and what I'm under is reports, and I'm looking at the ASIN profitability of a couple of my items here I've sold. So I'm going to go through 10 items looking at this. Just to quickly highlight some of the features of Inventory Lab again, it's nice. It helps you track the number of orders you've had, the amount of revenue or total sales from those ASIN or SKU you can look by, how many you currently have, how the cost per unit, the profit, the ROI, and then down here at the bottom you can see it as well. And it just really nicely shows your inventory and different functions and features. I find it helpful. So the first item we're looking at here, you can see it under the title, is a Disney Frozen Elsa musical ice castle playset with Olaf, Sven, Anna, Kristoff figures. So for anyone who's been selling on Amazon for a couple years, you probably have heard of Frozen or have sold Frozen yourself. Frozen was a very popular movie that came out, and then it ended up being very good. The toys were very good to sell because there wasn't enough made, and the demand was just way bigger than Disney was expecting. There's a couple factors that went into it, but basically Frozen was a very good item. Almost all veteran Amazon sellers know about it. So I'm not giving anything away here, really. Frozen was good. And then there was also a couple debacles or scandals with Frozen. There was a lot of fake product that was coming in from China and other places. So Amazon actually put a ban on Frozen briefly, and then made it so that you had to be approved to sell Frozen, and you still currently have to be approved to sell Frozen products, at least the toys. So make sure that if you go to sell a Frozen item, you get approval first. And I can say in the Facebook group how you can go ahead and try to get that approval. That I'll post the email in there. But here's a look at a Frozen castle playset that I really took advantage of. I know Frozen was a popular thing. Everyone knew about it. Not everyone knew about this specific item. I took advantage of the high demand. It was a great product. I sold 44 units, and we'll take a look here. For a total sales volume of over $8,600, my cost was around $45 per unit on average, and I made over $5,000 profit on this one item. So that's a 252% return on investment. That was really great. $5,000 for one product. And the great thing about this was it was an online purchase. So I actually ordered all 44 of these units to my home. They came in 2 per box, nice packaging. I literally opened them real quick, took off some stickers and put on my own label, packaged them back up, and then sent them off to Amazon. They all sold real quickly for great money, as you can see, $5,000 profit. One of the easiest $5,000 I've ever made. That was really great. So these Frozen castles were good. So right now, and if you go to sell this item is still selling, and you can actually still acquire this product or a product like it, but be careful because this is a 2014 version. So if you go to buy this product, it's probably going to be a newer version. Just be aware of that. Always check out your listing pages. Make sure everything's the same. But the reason I'm showing this is Frozen was a really hot, product find, a really hot product everyone was on the lookout for, and I took advantage of it. So I want to, there's always going to be a product like this. There's always going to be a Frozen or a Star Wars, something that is in very high demand that you can take advantage of and that there's opportunities out there with. So even though everyone knew about Frozen basically that was selling on Amazon at the time, I was still able to capitalize on it. Even though there was tons of other people, I found a listing that not that many people were on, and I made a lot of good money on it. So be on the lookout for those really popular toys or items. If you're a little newer to Amazon, you'll know that just this last December, Pie Face was a really popular toy that almost everyone knew about. There was 600-700 people on the listing, and yet I still sold quite a few of them. Was making like 10 or 15 and even more dollars per unit I sent in. Sometimes it doesn't matter how much demand is on it if it's popular enough, or if you're just on the lookout for some of the popular items that have listings that aren't as crowded with other sellers, you can still make good money. So that's a look at one of the items. I'll show you the Amazon page here. This is what it looked like. It was a decent sized castle, but it sold for a lot of money. Everyone needed it, so apparently, but it was good. Next item we're going to look at is called a Barlean's Organic Oils Olive Leaf Peppermint Flavor. I didn't even really know what it was when I bought it, but I actually bought this from Amazon. You can see the supplier here. I bought this from Amazon. It cost me $3 per unit, and I sold 8 of them for a profit of $160. That's really good for just 8 units. You can see a 650% ROI. I'll take that any day. And so what is this? How did I find this product for $3 and sell it for on Amazon and then sell it all 8 of them for $250 in sales? This was a temporary blip on Amazon. Basically, Amazon was the seller. They dropped their price really low for a day or a couple days. I purchased the item based on a Keepa alert, or actually I went to Keepa and saw a price drop, purchased the items, and then sold them for a good profit. So Keepa, if you haven't heard of it, Keepa.com or camel.com are a couple of the tracking tools. There's other ones out there like Price Zombie. Some of the tools that are helpful, if you use them, you can see the top price drops. I looked that day, saw a big price drop. It was normally selling for like $20-something a unit. I saw it was only $3. It had a good rank, purchased 8 of them. I'm not sure if that was all there. I can't remember if that was all there was on there or if I could have gotten more. But I purchased 8 of them for a quick $160. Again, ordered them right to my home, sent them into Amazon, made really good money really quick. That's a look at another product that is a Amazon to Amazon flip. You'll hear it called a lot, where you buy something on Amazon when the price is temporarily really low, and then sell it for more money shortly after, either because Amazon raises their price or because Amazon goes out of stock, so they're no longer a seller. So that's a look. If we want to see what this looked like, it was I'm still not really sure what it was, some kind of extract or olive leaf complex. So I know it made me good money. So that was a cool product that I sold. A third product we'll look at. This was called the Flavor Ice Sugar Freeze Pops. So this is a simple, those freeze pops that you put in the freezer. They're like in the plastic bags and they're frozen ice basically. You can find them all over the place. I only got 4 of them at a local Kmart. They only cost me $1.43 per unit. So I was able to make almost $100 off just those 4. Simplifying, I was just in Kmart, scanned something quickly, saw that there was a decent demand for them. The seller rank was good, and was able to get over 600% ROI on this unit. So that's a simple grocery find that I found. If you could get a supplier or a wholesaler or have a Kmart supply of them, you could, I'm sure, do very well with them. And this type of unit, of course, does better in the summertime as well when people are looking for those freeze pops. I think I did sell around the summertime, but that was a really easy to find unit. It was simple, just sitting on the shelf, grabbed 4 of them. I think that, again, that was all that they had, but made it quick, almost $100, so that's great. Now, I just want to stop real quickly here and take an opportunity, as I remember, to go over some of the criteria of, when you're looking for inventory. We have an article on Slamazon Bros that talks about what makes a smart buy on Amazon. You really want to go through that article if you're newer. Look at the factors that you need to be considering when you're purchasing something on Amazon, just because it's so important that you're making the right decision based on the seller rank and if you can even sell in the category. I've seen lots of people say, hey, is this a good product? It's ranked 1 million in toys, and it's not even December. And, I'm always pointing them to this article because you really need to look at the average bestseller rank, not just the seller rank at one day or one point in time either. You need to look at the average bestseller rank, what it historically is selling at over the 6 or 12 month period, if that's available. So you can use tools like Keepa to look at that. Go to the article. The article is on Slamazon Bros. It's called Smart Purchasing Decisions. Check that out. It's a really good article if you're starting out, I feel like. And then also check out the hidden fees article on Slamazon Bros. That talks about all the various fees that are involved in selling and the FBA fees and all that you can expect. Because there's a lot of people too who purchase products and then they're not expecting all the fees that are involved. And so they have, $100 of sales, but they only end up receiving $5 at the end of it because of all the fees or whatever. So don't do that. Read those articles, understand that. And sorry, I just wanted to, go over that again because it's so important whenever you're purchasing inventory. So that's number 3, Flavor Ice. It was cool. Made $100 pretty quickly and easily off it. Those are the types of products you can find in grocery stores, big stores around you. All right, the next item is called the Wild Planet Hyperdash. This has been around for a while. I'm pretty sure I've ordered more than these before, but they might have been on a different listing or SKU. But we can just see here, I got 8 of them for $5 last Christmas, after Christmas actually. So they were on clearance for $5 in Walgreens. That was the supplier. Bought these from Walgreens, $5 each. Sold them even after Christmas throughout the year for just short of $400 in revenue, $270 roughly profit for another really good ROI of 670%. So branch out for some of the real big stores and also look at those stores like Walgreens and some of the other stores that you don't think of as much, but you can find really good products like that. Right now in January, these stores are still clearancing their items. Look for items, toys like this that are popular all year. this one, it's hard to believe that it's only $5 and sold for that much, but it was selling for like 50, 60, even more than that for most of the year. It does break sometimes. There's the refund rate on this specific toy is a little high, but if you can get it for this cheap and make this good of a profit on it, it's typically worth it. I know it has been for me. So that's another look at a toy. I always find that one interesting. The next one we're going to look at here is a bundle. So we're coming up on some good holidays. This was a bundle that I made. It was called the Ultimate Easter Gift Basket. Basically just assembled some cheap, good, cheap products into a good looking basket. This is just one variation. I had multiple, I think I had 5 or 6 different baskets. So that's why there's only 6 units sold here. There was 5 or 6 of them, and each of them sold all the units roughly around 160 profit. So times that by 6, it was pretty good for 187% ROI. That's good. This is a bundle. We're coming up to Valentine's Day. It's too late for Valentine's Day probably to start or to make up a bundle real quick. You might be able to, but I would probably look past that. This was an Easter bundle. It did good for me. It took a little work. So when you're doing bundles, you have to take your own pictures. You have to get a UPC code, which is easy. That's not too hard to do. But you have to make a listing. You have to then either advertise your listing or, try to do something to get your listing a little visible. I used pay-per-click advertising on Amazon. Barely spent anything, maybe $5 in advertisement, but it was enough to get this noticed, and then made good sales on it. So bundles are a really great way to differentiate yourself from the competition. A lot of people are complaining, there's so many sellers on Amazon. How am I supposed to get past that? How do I compete with all these different sellers? Make some bundles. You have to make them smart. You have to follow the rules, make a good title. You're supposed to include everything that's involved in the bundle. Make sure that you list all your different products. You can't sell grocery items unless you're approved in grocery. But making bundles can be really good. It can be a good way to be the only person on the listing, and then to really differentiate your product. And then it can take advantage of those holidays like Easter. So I thought this was a good thing to look at, get you an idea of a bundle I personally have done before, something anyone can do. It wasn't that hard. Next, we'll look at a Lego set. The reason I wanted to show this one is because I had this Lego set just sitting in my closet. I sold it for $96, and that was a $57 profit. I originally paid, $20 way back in the day, so the profit really would be higher than that if you were considering that I didn't even pay for it recently. But I did pay for it way back in the day, but it had just been sitting there for years and years, and I forgot about it. It was before I was selling on Amazon. I found it, decided to list it, and pretty quickly, I think within a week or two, sold it for $96. So the reason I put this on here is because you probably have some products laying around your home if you're a newer seller, products that you don't use at all. If you want some experience selling some different things, pull out that Lego set in the closet or whatever it is, list it on, see if you can sell it. Just make sure that you sell it with the right conditions. If it's not in new condition, don't list it as new. But I thought that was a cool example, something that I had sitting around for a long time, a really long-term hold that I decided to get rid of and make some good money on. Better than collecting dust in the closet. Next one is Surge. So Surge was another popular bolo that was going around many groups. Surge came back after being discontinued for years, and Amazon was the exclusive supplier for it, so you could only buy it on Amazon. People were going crazy for it. It was way more popular than they thought it was going to be coming back, I guess, and a lot of resellers bought up the Surge product, and there was a big Surge movement. People that were angry they couldn't get their Surge, but basically they were paying big money for this pop. I mean, it basically was just a soda pop, kind of like an energy drink, but it was just not technically an energy drink. So I was able to sell 18 cases of Surge. They were just simple, either 6 or there were 12-pack cases of Surge, sold 18 of them for $1,100 and made $533. That was in the course of 2 weeks. So again, some of the easiest money I've made. I ordered Surge on Amazon, and then they went out of stock, sold it for $533. So how do you take advantage of something like this? You got to be looking on Keepa or Camel. You have to be in the groups. That's why it's nice being Facebook groups like Slamazon Bros. when something like this comes out, a big, find or a good score, it's nice to know about it. Be checking the Amazon movers and shakers, the Keep a chart again. Check those things out because that's how you find these deals, and then you can capitalize on it and make some really good quick money. So Surge was one a lot of people will remember. It was a good money maker. Here's a different look, same concept. Another Amazon flip. I know I've done a lot of these. Amazon flips can be real good. Basically, I was looking on Keepa.com. I saw a big price drop. So on Keepa, it showed that this Gamma tennis stringer machine that normally sold for, I think, $500 or $600 was $500, I think was the normal price, was selling only for $200. And I was like, why is this so cheap? I decided to purchase it. The sales history looked like a couple sold every month or so. Bought 2 of them only. I wish I would have bought more. They were $200 each though, so I was a little nervous. Sold them both within a month for a $420 profit. So that was because I was checking out those Keepa, the Keepa website, the Keepa price drops, and the Camel price drops. I think that one was on Camel actually. I was checking out those price drops, was able to see that, bought a big tennis stringer, and then sold it. So if you're new, you're probably like, what would possibly make you think to buy a tennis stringer? It was a big, heavy, I think they were like 30 pounds each. Why would I do that? It was all because I looked at the historical price. I had seen that it had been selling at $500 for like a couple years of history on there. I saw that it had been selling at a good price. It was selling at least a couple units a month, it looked like. So I decided to go for it, bought 2 of them, and it worked out. So that was great. Another one. So this one is, I like this example because it was a replen for me, basically, a replenishable item for a little while. It's simple. It was Windex. So Windex, guys, anyone can find Windex. I bought this from Walmart. I sold 78 of these Windex units. I got them for $6.08 each because there was 2 per pack, so they were like $3 each. I profited $600 off this. This was over a course of probably 6 months. But guys, Windex. I sold a Windex and made $624. That's what you can do with Amazon. You can find simple things like this that are still out there. There's other ones. I just ordered another case of, not Windex, of another product like it, similar though. You can still find these things out there, and you can make good money on it. So Windex, yeah, that was a cool one there. Here's a look at another toy. Just going to give you another toy example, a Shopkins Mega Pack. Sold almost 60 of them for $3,500, profit of over $1,500. So this is Shopkins. It's a popular toy item. You got to be searching. This was on Toys R Us. Check out Toys R Us. Check out other toy websites. And these I sold not just around December. I was selling these all last year, and I think at the end of 2014 as well. But this is easy to find, easy to order. I bought some of these in store at Toys R Us, and I also was able to order some of them online. So you can do that retail and online sourcing. The cost was cheap. They were selling for high. Some good profit there. So that's a look at 10 items that I've purchased. All of these have mostly been retail, or all of them have been retail or online sourcing or arbitrage. Buy it low, sell it for more. Make sure you're checking out average bestseller rank. Make sure you're doing your research, buying good, profitable inventory. And also, I do want to say something else here. This is a look at 10 good products. I also have had products that haven't worked out. I, of course, like anyone who's been selling on Amazon for a little while, or any business owner, have products that have not performed well. So I have some products that I've lost money on. It happens. There's always going to be something that doesn't work out like you were hoping it would. The competition comes in. The price just drops. Amazon comes on. Whatever it is, there's products like that I have. Anyone who's been selling on Amazon for a while has. But if you take a look at all my products, by far, I have much more products that are in the green, that are positive, have made money, than in the red. I think you can fit all my products that I've lost money on like one page. And whenever I look at my profitable products, it's pages and pages and pages. So I still think doing retail and online purchasing can be very profitable. Read those articles I mentioned before. Make smart purchasing decisions, and you won't have to worry about those negatives. They're going to come, but if you're looking at your total monthly or quarterly or yearly profit, It's not going to be a big deal when you lose money on a couple products. So now I'm going to show you a sneak peek of one of my private label products. This is just one of my private label SKUs or items. We'll take a look at it here. So this is a private label product I've been selling. You can see I'm almost up to 2,000 orders on it. I've sold $52,000 worth of just this one SKU out of, I have quite a few SKUs as well of private label products. I import these from China. I sell them all FBA. When I first got them, I had them sent to my home and I sent them into Amazon. But my last couple times, I've had them sent directly from China to the FBA warehouse, and they're selling. So it's cool. I don't even touch them, and I'm selling them, getting them for $7.73 after all the importing and taxes and duties and everything put together. That's the cost. And so my profit is around $19,000. That's a ROI of 117%. And guys, that's a 117% ROI on almost 2,000 orders. So we've looked at 10 online and retail purchasing items that I have purchased. Here's a look at a private label item that I'm selling. That's my own brand of product. And as you can see, it's much easier once I get into it because I can sell so many units without even touching them now. Great ROI. I'm the only one on the listing, and make almost $19,000 off one listing. So that's why I like ROI, but I still like those other forms of finding inventory. So don't get me wrong. I still do retail purchasing. I just spent around $6,000 at Walmart the other day that was closing. So I still do retail purchasing. If you're in the Slamazon Bros group, you saw us talking about that a little bit. I still do online purchasing. I have orders sent right to my home. Andy does as well, and he also has orders sent to a prep and ship company who then send them to Amazon for him, so he doesn't have to touch it a lot of time. But I just wanted to give you a look at this. I've blurred out the title, or I've crossed out the title and the ASIN for this private label product, just because it is a private label product I'm still selling, so I don't want everyone looking at it. But hopefully this gives you a good look, guys. Hopefully this gives you a good look at the type of products that I'm selling, the type of products that you can sell. Some of these require ungating, so if you need to be ungated in beauty, grocery, health, and personal care, those have been a real challenge for people lately. You can stay in the Slamazon Bros Facebook group. I'll be updating people soon on the status of that. Those have been a real challenge for people. Amazon's basically looking for invoices from trusted vendors right now. But these products are just simple products that I found in store that I've purchased from Amazon. Anyone can find them. So hopefully you found this helpful. Hopefully you found just looking at some products that I've actually sold and actually made money on encouraging. Hopefully it will motivate you to get out there, find some of your own products, realize that this can work. It takes a little work sometimes. You have to hustle a little bit, but it really can make you some good money. As you saw, that first one I made $5,000 on a product I just ordered in my home and sold and sent to Amazon and sold very quickly. So those are the types of things I really like. I enjoy doing this. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying our weekly shows. Andy will be back next week, and next week we are actually going to be talking to you a little bit more about our training program that we're going to be releasing. We think it's going to be really great for anyone who is starting Amazon or anyone who's looking to get into new areas of growth in their business. In it, we're going to go through how you can find retail source products like I just showed you here, how you can do the online sourcing to find products, how you can find wholesale products, and how you can find private label products like I showed you here. We're going to show you how to do all that in our training program. We think it's going to be really great. We think it's going to be one of the best ones out there. So we're looking forward to that. Stay tuned next week for details. If you haven't yet, go to slamazonbros.com, fill out the getting started form, and then go to the Slamazon Bros Facebook group. Join us there. And again, if you can leave a thumbs up and a comment here on YouTube, I really appreciate it. That'll do it for today, everyone. Next week, both Andy and I will be back. We'll give you another good show, hopefully. Hopefully you find this helpful, and we appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. Bye.